Hi everybody, hope you are all fine. This is Atiq. I welcome all of you to our YouTube channel Engineering Drive. Today I am going to discuss about passing arguments or passing parameters to a user-defined function. What are the ways in which we can pass the parameters or arguments to a user-defined function? I am going to discuss now. Okay, what is the meaning of parameters or arguments? Dear students, arguments, or we can use one more word along with this. The name of the word is parameters. What is the meaning of parameters or what is the meaning of arguments? First of all, we should know. Let us see, this is one example program I have written, and what this program is doing, it is swapping the two values or swapping of two values which are stored in two variables. For example, if we see our main program here, two variables I have taken, A and B. The value of A is 10 and value of B is 20. Now I want to pass these two variables to the user defined function swap. What this swap function is doing? It is swapping the values of two variables now. Means the value 10 will be stored in another second variable and 20 will be stored in the first variable. This is what I am going to do now. Okay. Now, how we can pass these parameters or arguments to our user defined function, I am going to discuss now. So dear students, there are two ways in which we can pass the parameters or arguments to a user defined function. What are those two ways? The first method is call by value and the second method is call by reference. So these are the two ways in which we can pass the parameters or arguments to the user defined function. Call by value, call by reference. Now I am going to show you the difference between these two methods now with the help of this example program. So dear students, first of all let me tell you call by value. So let me demonstrate the working of call by value in this example program now. Dear students, you can see that this is a swap function. Swap is a user defined function. It consists of two parameters, x, y, and what it is doing, it is swapping the values of two variables now. How it will work, how this terminology will work, I am going to explain you now. Even though if you create a user defined function, execution of the program starts from main function only, as I have discussed in my previous video. Okay, so execution of our C program starts from main function. Two variables are declared and initialized. A value is 10, B value is 20. Previous output is cleared. Okay, now I should call this user defined function swap now. So first method I am going to use call by value. Here in call by value, what I am going to do, I will write the name of this user defined function swap. So here swap. First variable is represented as A, comma, second variable is represented as B, semicolon. Which means I am calling the swap function by passing the values. What is the value of A? 10. What is the value of B? 20. So this 10 value, when I call this swap function, control directly will go to the swap user defined function, and in the variable x, which value will be stored? The value will be stored as 10. In variable y, the value will be stored as 20, because I am passing the values from here, from swap function. This is call by value method. I am calling this user defined function by passing the values. What is the value of A? 10. What is the value of B? 20. Is it okay? Now that 10 will be stored and passed to X. 20 will be stored and passed to Y. Now I have taken one more variable Z here. Extra variable Z, temporary variable. Now in Z I am storing the value of X here. How the swapping will take place? Let us see. In Z I am storing the value of X. What is the value of X? 10. So Z will become 10 now. Second statement, x is equal to y. In x I am storing the value of y. What is the value of y? 20. So x value will become 20. Next, y is equal to z. What is the value of z? 10. So y value will become 10. Now that output I want to display on the monitor. So expected output, swapped values are, so I will get output here. Swapped values are percentile d space percentile d. In first percentile d, value of x will be displayed. What is the value of x updated value? We got 20. Space value of y. Second percentile d, value of y is 10. So 10. So this is the expected output we got. Swapped values are 20, 10. So which means previously we take, once we have passed the values, once the values have been passed to swap function, what is the value of x at that time? 10. What is the value of y? 20. But after the swap function, we got 20 and 10, which means values have been swapped successfully. Values have been exchanged successfully. So this is how this user defined function will work. We already know this one. Okay. And why we are using this first line? What we call this first line? It is known as function prototype. Name of the user defined function without body. Just it will end with semicolon. Here there will be no semicolon. Only in the function prototype we need to write semicolon. This is call by value method. Calling the user defined function by passing the values. Call by value. Is it okay? Now, next method I will discuss now to you. That is, what is the second method? Call by reference. So in call by reference, small modifications we need to do now. So what are the modifications? Let me tell you. Same program, small modifications we need to do. So already I have discussed what is call by value. In call by value, value of the variable will be passed to the user defined function. The process of passing value of the variable to the user defined function is call by value. What is call by reference? Let us see now. Call by reference. So in call by reference, what we are going to do, instead of passing the values of the variable, here we will pass addresses. So how to pass the addresses? You know, address of operator is represented as ampersand. Ampersand A, comma, ampersand B. So instead of passing directly the values, what I am passing here? Addresses. Ampersand A, comma, ampersand B. So this address of A will be passed to X. This address of B will be passed to Y. Is it right? Now once it will pass to X, X is a normal variable. Is it right? X cannot store the address. X can store only values because X is a normal variable. So what type of variables can store the addresses? You know, pointers. Okay, pointer is a variable that can store the address of another variable. So that's why I need to make these variables as pointer. So how to declare the pointer variable? Just in front of the variable put star mark here. Star X, star Y. Similarly here also star Z, star Z, star X, star X, star Y, star Y, star Z. As here also we are displaying the values star X, star Y. Even in function prototype also star X, star Y. And what about the expected output? We will get the same output here. Swapped values are 20, 10. So dear students, the only difference you people should see here is when we are calling the function, here in call by reference we are calling the user defined function by passing the addresses. As we are passing the addresses, the receiving variable cannot store addresses. Which variable can store addresses? Only pointers can store addresses. That's why we have converted these normal variables to pointers. I believe that you people have got a clarity now. So these are the two ways in which we can pass the parameters to the function. Call by value and call by reference. The technique of passing the value of the variable to the user defined function is call by value. The technique of passing the address of the variable to the user defined function is call by reference. So my dear students, any types of questions or queries, you can simply put it in the comment section. So with this, let me close my today's session of video. See you soon everybody. Take care. Allah Hafiz.